Hello guys and welcome to the last part of quadratic equations. Today we are going to solve various sums based on the methods that we have learned in the first four parts. So let's just directly dive into it and see how different sums and what are the tricky sums that we can get. The first question is the solutions of the equation x square minus 6x plus d is equals to 0 are both integers and d over here is the prime number. We have to find d. So we are going to perform middle term splitting. Middle term splitting. Now you would be thinking, sir, how are we going to get the value of d by middle term splitting? Of course, it is by trial and error method, because I know that on multiplying the first and the last term, I should get dx square and the middle term should come out as an addition. Correct? I have to find two such numbers, which on multiplying should give d and which on addition should give minus 6. So I'm going to find two such numbers which on addition would give me minus 6. So first is 0 and minus 6, then comes minus 1 and minus 5, then on minus 2 and minus 4. Now you would be thinking, sir, why are you taking all negative numbers? Because I want d to be positive, and that is possible when I multiply two negative numbers. Then comes minus 3 and minus 3, then comes minus 4 and minus 2, and so on. So these are the particular combinations. Minus 7 and minus 2 as well. Oh sorry, minus 1 plus 1. Now this can be discarded. Why? Because it does not give us the positive d value. So we are left with this. Now dx square was to be obtained by multiplication, and that too d is a prime number. So if I multiply 0 and minus 6, I get 0, which is neither prime nor composite. Okay, minus 1 into minus 5 gives me 5. Minus 2 into minus 4 would give me 8. Minus 3 and minus 3 would give me 6. So this is not a prime number. This is also not a prime number. This is also not a prime number. But 5 is a prime number. So I'm going to write d is equals to 5. Hope you have understood this question. So let's move on to the next one. Use quadratic equation formula to solve. Now they have mentioned quadratic equation formula. So straight away I'm going to write down a, b and c value. Now first I need to always remember that my equation should be in the format of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So on comparing it, I get a is equals to 2, b is equals to 7 and c is equals to minus 3. Okay. So now I'm going to straight away write the formula. X is equals to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, which would give me minus 7 plus or minus 7 square minus 4 times 2 times minus 3 upon 2 into 2. On putting this into calci, I get x is equals to minus 7 plus root 73 over 4, or x is equals to minus 7 minus root 73 over 4. So writing it in decimal, we get x is equals to minus 3.886, or x is equals to 0.386. But they have asked us to write the answer in two decimal place. So in two decimal place, my answer would be approximately 0.39 and x would be minus 3.89. So that is my final answer, and 4 marks are yours. Let's move on to the next one. Paul buys a number of large sacks of fertilizers costing each X dollars, and he spends a total of $27. So number of large sack is equals to total cost upon cost of 1, which means it is 27 by x. So that's my answer right here. Rula buys a number of small sacks of fertilizers. Each small stack costs $2 less than the last sack. So that means that the cost is x minus $2, and she spends a total of $25. Okay, so again, number of small sack is equals to again total cost upon cost of 1, which is equals to 25 upon x minus 2. Rula buys 4 more sack as compared to Paul. So number of sack of Rula is 4 more than number of sack of Paul. The number of sack of Rula was 25 upon x minus 2, which is 4 more than 27 by x. We have to write the equation and we have to show that it simplifies to this. So we are just going to perform simplification method over here. We are going to now, please understand that this 4 is upon 1. Many students tend to directly add 4 and 27 and write 31 upon x, which is wrong. We will have to first take LCM on this side, which makes the equation look like 25 upon x minus 2 is equals to 4x plus 27 upon x. Now we are going to do cross multiplication, which will lead to the answer 25x is equals to 4x plus 27 into x minus 2. 25x is equals to 4x square minus 8x plus 27x minus 54. So 0 is equals to 4x square plus 19x minus 25x minus 54. 0 is equals to 4x square minus 6x minus 54. We are going to divide throughout by 2 to get the answer 2x square minus 3x minus 27, and that's the answer that we had to show. Now they have asked us to solve this equation. So we are going to perform, and since they have not mentioned any method, we are free to choose the method of our own. So we are going to here do middle term splitting. So we need to multiply the first and the last term. We need to get minus 54, and on addition we need minus 3. So that's minus 9 and plus 6. So equation now becomes 2x square as it is minus 27 as it is, and our middle term is going to split as minus 9x plus 6x. Okay, so minus 3 has been split into minus 9 and plus 6, which is equals to 0. Now we are going to do grouping method. The x common to x minus 9 plus 3 common to x minus 9 is equals to 0. X plus 3 and 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. We need to keep in mind that these two brackets needs to come same. If they haven't, then your factors are wrong. Resolve it. So x plus 3 is equals to 0, or 2x minus 9 is equals to 0. X is equals to minus 3, or x is equals to 9 by 2, which is 4.5. So answer is minus 3 and 4.5. Calculate the number of sack which Paul buys. Now, but obviously we are not going to choose x is equals to minus 3. Reason being, okay, the number of sack cannot be a negative number. So Paul had bought 27 by x. So we are just going to divide 27 by 4.5, 27 divided by 4.5 would give us 6. So the answer is 6. Factorize completely the expression 4x square. Okay. So we are going to, and we have 3 terms. So we are going to again perform middle term splitting. So multiplying the first and the last term, we are supposed to get minus 40, and the middle term is minus 18. We need two such numbers which on multiplying should give minus 40 and which on addition should give minus 18. So the answer is minus 20 and plus 2. So now we are going to write 4x square as it is, minus 10 as it is, and the 18 is going to split into 2 as minus 20x. I'll rewrite it. 4x square minus 10 minus 20x plus 2x. Now since there is no equal to 0, so we cannot find the exact value of x, we are going to do grouping method. So we will have 4x bracket x minus 5 plus 2 bracket x minus 5. See, are both the brackets have come same. So my answer is x minus 5 and 4x plus 2, and that's your 3 marks right there. Now they have asked us to solve this equation. Now we have since just factorized it. We are going to straight away write x minus 5 and 4x plus 2 is equals to 0. Therefore, x minus 5 is equals to 0, or 4x plus 2 is equals to 0. If any kids are directly watching this video without having a look at how middle term splitting is done, please do go watch and do go watch that video first. Therefore, my x is either 5 or x is equals to minus 2 by 4, which is minus half. Now, they have asked us to solve this equation and we have to give our answer correct to 2 decimal places. Now, whenever it is up to 2 decimal places, most probably it will be in the calculator paper, and also we can use formula method to solve this equation. So first of all, checking whether my equation is in the correct order or not. So the order is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Now we can write a is equals to 2, b is equals to minus 7, c is equals to minus 10. Yes, we need to take the signs. If we are going to forget taking the signs, we'll get wrong answers, and sometimes the roots won't solve as well. So now x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, which is equals to minus. This minus sign comes down as it is. B is minus 7. So we are going to write it this way. Plus minus under root minus 7 square minus 4 times 2 times minus 10. The whole upon 2 times 2. Now we are going to simply use the calculator and get our two answers. So we get our two answers. X is equals to 7 plus minus under root 129 by 4, and they want the answer in 2 decimal places. So first we will write the whole calculator value, that is 4.589454173, or x is equals to minus 1.089454173, which then rounds up to x is equals to 2 dp only, so that is 4.59, or x is equals to minus 1.10. So 4.59 and minus 1.10, those are your two answers. Moving on to the next one, we have to simplify this fraction into the simplest form. So of course, two things to remember and straight away highlight. First of all, there is a minus sign involved. Second thing, there are two different denominators. Whenever there are two different denominators between and an addition and subtraction sign in between, we perform LCM. Okay, so 6 upon 3x minus 1 minus 2 upon x minus 2, we are going to take LCM. So this whole x minus 2 comes and gets multiplied to 6. We are going to first write the minus sign, and then we are going to write 2 into 3x minus 1. Now many kids tends to do this mentally, and they straight away write this as 6x minus 2, and they forget the main culprit over here. The main villain is the minus sign, which will change the whole equation. Instead of minus 2, you would be getting plus 2. Let's see how. 2 bracket 3x minus 1 upon 3x minus 1 and x minus 2. So 6x minus 12, opening the brackets, minus 2, 6x plus 2 upon, it's bracket multiplication, so we are going to take 3x into x minus 2 minus 1 into 3x minus, sorry, some mistake, into x minus 2. Make a line to have more space. So 6x and minus 6x gets cut. Minus 12 and plus 2 gives me minus 10 upon 3x square minus 6x minus x plus 2, which will lead me to minus 10 upon 3x square minus 7x plus 2, and that's your answer. Okay, so now moving forward to the next question. Marcos buys 2 bottles of water and 3 bottles of lemonade. The total cost is $3.6. So we are going to write total cost is equals to $3.60. The cost of one bottle of lemonade, one bottle of lemonade is 0.25 more than the cost of one bottle of water. So plus one bottle of water. Okay, so let the cost of one bottle of water be x. So therefore the cost of one bottle of lemonade will be 0.25 plus x. Okay, now they have given us total cost. Total cost, this is a big statement, is equals to cost of one lemonade into number of lemonades bought plus cost of one water into number of bottles used. So total cost was 3.60, where they have bought cost of one lemonade was 0.25, that's 0.25 plus x, and they had bought 3 bottles of it, plus cost of one water bottle is x, and they had bought 2 of it, so 2x. So 3.60 is equals to 0.75 plus 3x plus 2x. So 3.60 minus 0.75 gives me 2.85 is equals to 5x. It's not a quadratic sum, it's a linear equation sum. So now divided by 5, we get the answer as 0.57 is equals to cost of one bottle of water. Hope you have understood this question. Okay guys, moving on to the next question. The diagram shows two rectangles. Sorry, the diagrams haven't been posted correctly. Let's make the rectangles first. Okay, the diagram shows two rectangles. The first rectangle measures x and y and has an area of 5 centimeter square. Now when area is given, but obviously we are going to write down area is equals to length into width. So area of the first one is equals to x into y. So 5 is equals to x into y, and 5 upon x is equals to small y. This becomes your equation number 1. The second rectangle measures x plus 2 and by y. So again area of the second one is length 2 into width 2, which makes it 6 is equals to length 2 being x plus 2 and this being capital Y. So 6 divided by x plus 2 is equals to y. Okay, now they have said when small y plus capital Y, so we are going to write small y plus capital Y is equals to 1. So now we have two equations with us, one for small y and one for large y, capital Y. So we are going to substitute into this equation. Small y is 5 upon x, capital Y is 6 upon x plus 2, which is equals to 1. Now again we can see we have two fractions and between them there is a plus or a minus sign. So we are going to uh, do LCM and try to make the denominator same. So we have 5 times x plus 2 plus 6x upon x into x plus 2, which is equals to 1. 5x plus 10 plus 6x upon x square plus 2x is equals to 1. Now this x square plus 2x, the whole will get transferred there. So we are left with the equation 11x plus 10 is equals to x square plus 2x, because anything into 1 is the number itself. So we are left with 9x plus 10 is equals to x. So 0 is equals to 9x square minus 9x plus 10. Okay, and that's what I guess we had to prove. Oh no, something has been amiss. Okay, yeah, slide here it was only x square and here also only x square. So yeah, that's done. Now they have asked us in the same question to factorize x square minus 10x and this. So we are obviously going to use middle term splitting. So x square minus 9x minus 10, we want two numbers which on multiplying should give minus 10 and then the middle term which is minus 9. So the answer is minus 10 and plus 1. These are the two factors that we get. So we are going to write x square as it is, minus 10 as it is, and your minus 9 gets split as minus 10x plus x. So the next step, x square, x common, x minus 10 plus 1 common, x minus 10. So therefore the answer is x plus 1, x minus 10. That's your final answer. Calculate the perimeter of the first rectangle. For that I need x and y's value. So therefore x square minus 9x minus 10 is equals to 0, which gives me x plus 1 is equals to 0, or x minus 10 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 1, or x can be 10. Now of course x's value is minus 1 is not possible, so we are going to take x is equals to 10. We have to calculate the perimeter for the first rectangle. So x was equals to 10. Now y's value was 5 upon 10, which was half. So now perimeter is 2 times length plus width, so that is 2 times 10 plus half, which gives us 2 into 10.5, which is 21. So answer is 21 centimeter. Hope you have understood this question. Let's move on to the next one. In the C part of the question, we have a right angle triangle with the sides 5x, x plus 3 and 2x plus 3 centimeter respectively. Show that. Now understand, whenever all the three sides are given, there is no area and there is no perimeter involved. So for right angle triangle, the only thing that remains is by Pythagoras theorem. By using Pythagoras theorem, we are going to bring this all the terms in the format of an equation. Okay, so by Pythagoras theorem, which is hypotenuse square is equals to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Hypotenuse is side opposite to 90 degrees, so that is 2x plus 3 the whole square is equals to 5 the whole square plus x plus 3 the whole square. Now here we can see we have this and this in the format of a plus b the whole square, which is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Please do learn the formulas, do not be in a rush to just solve it. So by using the formula, this comes as a square plus b square plus 2ab is equals to 25. Again, a square plus b square plus 2ab. We are going to bring all the terms to the left hand side of the equation. So we'll get 4x square, then x square becomes minus x square, then we have plus 12x, 6x travels and becomes minus 6x, then we have plus 9 minus 25 minus 9 is equals to 0. So 4x square minus x square becomes 3x square plus 6x plus 9 minus 9 gets cut, minus 25 is equals to 0, and we have easily proven this equation which they had asked, and all 4 marks are yours. Now we want to solve this equation correct to 2 decimal places. So by now you should know that we are going to perform formula method. So first, checking out that this is in the format of ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So we get a is equals to 3, b is equals to 6, c is equals to minus 25. So x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Therefore x is equals to minus 6 plus minus under root b square, that is 6 square, minus 4 times 3 times minus 25 upon 2 times 3. Now we are going to put this into calci. We get our answer as minus 3 plus or minus 2 root 21 upon 3. Therefore x is equals to 2.055050463, or x is equals to minus 4.055050463. But they want answer only in 2 decimal places, so we are going to round this up to 2.06 and minus 4.06, and again all 4 marks are yours. Now we have to find the area of the triangle. Since it's a right angle triangle, we need to calculate base. The base was x plus 3. So now we have two values of x, and of course we are going to select the positive one. So it is 2.06 plus 3, which gives me 5.06, and then there is height. Height was given to be 5, so here we do not need to make any calculations. Now we are going to just simply substitute this into half into base into height to get our area. So that is half into 5.06 into 5. So we get the answer as 12.65 centimeter square. Okay, so now moving, it's done. Let's move on to the next worksheet. Okay, now we have to solve the sums on the basis of completing the square method. So we all know the steps. If you haven't watched completing the square video, please do go and watch the same. Okay, then only you will understand. Now please understand, we have to simplify this equation since there is no equal to sign, so this is a factorization sum. So we are going to concentrate. First of all, there is no number ahead of x square, so we are good to go. We are going to focus on coefficient of x divided by 2 the whole square, which gives me 9. So x square plus 6x. Now before writing plus 6, I'm going to introduce plus 9 and minus 9 to give me plus 6. Now we are going to focus on first three terms, which brings it to the format of a square plus b square plus 2ab. So that is x plus 3 the whole square minus 3, and sum is done. Next question. Now we can see there is a hindrance, there is a hurdle. The x square has a number 2 ahead of it. So not to worry, we are going to take 2 out as common. We cannot divide throughout since there is no equal to sign. So 2 bracket x square plus 6x plus 9. Now we are going to focus on the middle term, right? So the coefficient of x is 6 divided by 2 the whole square, which again gives me 9. So 2 bracket x square plus 6x, I'm going to introduce plus 9 and minus 9, and then there is plus 9 once more, which is the original one from the equation. Now we are going to focus on the first three terms. The first three terms again brings it to the equation x plus 3 the whole square minus 9 plus 9 gets cut, so we don't need to write that. Now many students tend to make the mistake over here. They write 2x plus 6 the whole square. No, this is wrong. You cannot multiply till until you expand the bracket. So this question for now is done. Moving on to the next one, again we have a hindrance, that is 3 over here. We are simply going to remove 3 out as common, write the equation x square plus 8x minus 5 by 3. Please understand, when I'll multiply 3 this back again, then I should get minus 5. Then only my answer is correct and I'm going in the right direction. Now I'm going to focus on the coefficient of x divided by 2 and square it throughout, which gives me 4 square, which is 16. So 3 bracket x square plus 8x. Then I'm going to add the number that I have got, plus 16 minus 16, and introduce minus 5 by 3. So 3 brackets. Now again focus on the first 3 terms. That gives me x plus 4 the whole square minus, we are going to take LCM, that's minus 48 this by 3. So 3 bracket x plus 4 the whole square minus 53 by 3. Now we are simply going to multiply this to both the equations. So we have 3 bracket x plus 4 the whole square minus 53, and the sum is done. Once again we have a hindrance, that is minus 2. So again taking minus 2 out common, we are left with x square. Now minus sign has come out, so all the respective signs are going to change. So this becomes minus 7x and plus 7 by 2. So minus 2 bracket x square, focusing on the middle term, the x coefficient, that's minus 7 by 2 the whole square, which is 49 by 4. So we are left with minus 7x, and we are going to introduce plus 49 by 4 minus 49 by 4 plus 7 by 2. So now again we are going to focus on the first 3 terms, which gives me minus 2 x minus 7 by 2 the whole square minus 49 plus 14 upon 2 minus 2 bracket x minus 7 by 2 the whole square minus 49 plus 14 gives me minus 35 by 2. Now again I'm going to multiply this to both of them. So minus 2 bracket x minus 7 by 2 the whole square minus sign becomes plus 2 and 2 gets cut, so it's plus 35, and the sum is done. Now by completing square method we have to solve the equation. So now we are going to get proper values of x. So x square plus 6x plus 3 is equals to 0. We are going to focus on the middle term. There is no hurdle, so we can move ahead. So 6 divided by 2 the whole square, that is 9. So x square plus 6x, we are going to introduce our plus 9 and minus 9, plus 3 is equals to 0. Focus is on the first three terms, which gives me x plus 3 the whole square minus 6 is equals to 0. So now x plus 3 the whole square is equals to 6. X plus 3 is equals to plus or minus root of 6. X is equals to minus 3 plus minus root of 6. Okay, we are going to put this in calci. We get the answer as x is equals to minus 5 or x is equals to minus 5.45. Please understand these are rounded up to 3SF. So in 3SF, I guess I have missed a digit here, which gives me the answer 551. Done. Next question, we have a hindrance. Removing 2 outside, x square minus 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. Now this 2 can travel to the other side, so 0 upon 2 becomes 0. So we are left with x square minus 2x minus 5 is equals to 0. Focus is on the middle term. The sign is not important. So 2 divided by 2 the whole square, which is 1. So x square as it is minus 2x as it is, introducing plus 1 minus 5 is equals to 0. So now focus is again on the first three terms. X minus 1 the whole square minus 6 is equals to 0. X minus 1 the whole square is equals to 6. X minus 1 is plus or minus 6. X is equals to 1 plus or minus 6. Therefore x is equals to 1 plus root 6, or x is equals to 1 minus root 6, and we get the answer in 3SF as x is equals to 3.45 or x is equals to minus 1.45. Okay, moving on to the next question. Again there is a hindrance 2, so 2 comes out, it is x square plus 6x plus 17 by 2 is equals to 0. The 2 travels to the other side. We are left with the equation x square plus 6x plus 17 by 2 is equals to 0. Focusing on the coefficient of x, 6 upon 2 the whole square is equals to 9. So we are going to write x square as it is plus 6x as it is plus 9 minus 9 plus 17 by 2 is equals to 0. Now we are going to focus on the first three terms, which gives me x plus 3 the whole square minus, here we are going to take LCM, so that is minus 18 plus 17 upon 2 is equals to 0. So x plus 3 the whole square minus 1 by 2 is equals to 0. So x plus 3 is equals to the whole square is equals to half. So x plus 3 is equals to plus or minus under root 1 by 2. X is equals to minus 3 plus minus under root 1 by 2. We are going to put this in calculation. We get the answer x is equals to minus 2.29 or x is equals to minus 3.71, and sum is done. Again moving on to the next question. 3 taking out common, x square plus 3x minus 14 by 3 is equals to 0. 3 travels to the other side. X square plus 3x minus 14 by 3 is equals to 0. Focusing on the coefficient of x, 3 divided by 2 the whole square, which is 9 by 4. So x square plus 3x, introducing plus 9 by 4 minus 9 by 4 and minus 14 by 3 is equals to 0. Focuses on the first three terms. It is x plus 3 by 2 the whole square minus, we are going to take LCM over here, so 27 minus 56 upon 12 is equals to 0. So x plus 3 by 2 the whole square minus 83 by 12 is equals to 0. So x plus 3 by 2 the whole square is equals to 83 by 12. X plus 3 by 2 the whole square is equals to plus minus root of 83 by 12. So x is equals to minus 3 by 2 plus or minus root 83 by 12. So x is equals to following value. We get the answer as 1.13 in 3SF and minus 4.13 again in 3SF. These are your two positive negative x values. Clear? And this exercise is also done. Okay guys, next question. Here they have given us an image and they have said that the surface area of the cuboid is 270 centimeter square. So using the surface area of cuboid's formula, that is 2 times length breadth plus breadth height plus length height. So 270 is equals to 2 times x into x plus x into x plus 6 plus x into x plus 6. 135 is equals to 2 into x square plus x square plus 6x plus x square plus 6x. Okay, so we get 135 is equals to 3x square plus 12x. 0 is equals to 3x square plus 12x minus 135. Dividing throughout by 3, since all the numbers are multiple of 3 and 0 divided by 3 is 0. So 0 is equals to x square plus 4x minus 45. And we have proved exactly what they had asked us to. Now they want us to find the value of x. So by using middle term splitting, by multiplying the first and the last term, I get minus 45 and I want plus 4. So the two numbers are 9 and minus 5. Okay, so 0 is equals to x square plus 9x minus 5x minus 45. This is a bracket grouping. So 0 is equals to x bracket x plus 9 minus 5 bracket x plus 9. 0 is equals to x minus 5 x plus 9. 0 is equals to x minus 5 or 0 is equals to x plus 9. Therefore x is equals to 5 or x is equals to minus 9. Now x cannot be minus 9. So x is equals to 5 centimeter. Now they want us to find the volume of the cuboid. So length is equals to width. Both are 5 centimeter and it was x plus 6. Height is equals to x plus 6. If you want, you can write height and width, and this is length x plus 6, which makes it 11 centimeter. Volume is equals to length into width into height, which is 5 into 5 into 11, which is 25 into 11. giving us 275 centimeter cube. They have used wrong unit over here, but we are going to give a correct one. Next question. First, this m plus 3 whole is going to travel to the other side. So 25 is equals to m plus 3, and it is going to multiply to the whole of m plus 3 into m plus 3. Now we can see bracket multiplication. 25 is equals to m square plus 9 plus 6m. So 0 is equals to m square plus 6m minus 16. Okay, so 0 by middle term splitting, I want minus 16 and plus 6. Two such numbers are 8 and minus 2. So m square plus 8m minus 2m minus 16. Therefore 0 is equals to m bracket m plus 8 minus 2 bracket m plus 8. Therefore m minus 2 is equals to 0, or m plus 8 is equals to 0. Therefore m is equals to 2, or m is equals to minus 8. Next, a wire of length 200 centimeter is cut into two pieces. Now no one has mentioned into two equal pieces. Now each of which is bent into a square. If the length of side of one square is x, show that the length of the side of the other square is 5 minus x. To show side 2 is equals to 5 minus x. Okay, so now we know that the total length is 20. So total length is perimeter of square 1 plus perimeter of square 2. Okay, so 20 is equals to 4 into square 1 is x plus 4 into side 2. I don't know what is side 2. You also don't know. 20 is equals to 4 common x plus side 2 factorization. So 5, not 4, can travel on this side. It was getting multiplied to the whole brackets. On the other side it's getting divided. 5 is equals to x plus side 2. So 5 minus x is equals to side 2. The total area of the two squares. So area of one plus area of another square is 14.5. Now area of one is side square and area of the second one is 5 minus x the whole square, which is 14.5. So x square, now we have this formula a minus b the whole square. So a square plus b square minus 2ab is equals to 14.5. 2x square minus 10x plus 25 minus 14.5 is equals to 0. So 25 minus 14.5 gives us 10.5. So 2x square minus 10x plus 10.5 is equals to 0. A is equals to 2, B is equals to minus 10, C is equals to 10.5. I hope all of you have understood what we are going to do. We are going to do formula method. So x is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So x is equals to minus of minus 10 plus under root b square, that is minus 10 square minus 4 times 2 times 10.5 upon 2 times 2. Now we are going to put this into calci. We get the value x is equals to 3.5 or x is equals to 1.5. So 3.5 and 1.5 centimeter. This are the lengths of the two pieces of the wire. Okay, moving on to the last sum of this video. The diagram shows a cuboid and the volume of the cuboid. Now as soon as they give volume, we have to apply that formula only. Volume of cuboid is equals to length into width into height. So therefore volume was given to be 5000. So 5000 is equals to x into 2x minus 30 into 10. So which is 2x square minus 30x, the whole into 10 is 5000. So 500 is equals to 2x square minus 30x. I just sent 10 to the other side and made it divide with 5000. So 0 is equals to 2x square minus 30x minus 500. We can easily divide the equation throughout by 2. So 0 is equals to x square minus 15x minus 250. Clear? So now by middle term splitting, I want minus 250 and minus 15. It's very simple. It's 25 tens are minus and plus. 0 is equals to x square minus 25x plus 10x minus 250. 0 is equals to x bracket x minus 25 plus 10 bracket x minus 25. Therefore 0 is equals to x minus 25 or x or 0 is equals to x plus 10. Therefore 25 is equals to x or minus 10 is equals to x. Okay, so in the first part of the question, since they had already asked just to show that, so we are going to stop our answer over here. We are going to take this part and pull it down over here, because this is the answer to the B section, which helps us to get that of course this is not possible. So x is equals to 25.0 centimeter, and your sum is done. Hope all of you have understood what is quadratic and how to solve such tricky sums. All the best, do well in your exams.